We have but one life. Our 70 years and 10, our allotted span. Well, I'm in the twilight zone. I'm tired 64. Only got sort of less than 7 years left in this vale of tears, wherein the which I've done precious little in my estimation, for what it's worth, other than, because for whatever reason I'm having a review of my monastic life, and it could almost be called renewing one's vows, actually. Looking at the various monastic lives I've looked at and not ultimately joined, this was a comment made by a Benedictine monk, a Roman Catholic Benedictine monk. I've eventually avoided becoming becoming a monk, a Benedictine monk. Much as I love St. Francis, I'm not good enough for St. Francis. He's too beautiful. So I never thought of becoming a Franciscan. He's just too beautiful. I'm not. I'm just an old wreck. So, Benedictine, and there was a film I found that's, the actual place is called Barroux, en France, Barroux. It's a monastery with 50-odd monks and priests in the mountains, sort of south of Grenoble. It's not Grenache, it's Barroux. Anyway, someone said to this Benedictine monk, quite a young chap really, sort of late 30s, 40 something, "Oh, you guys are useless. All you do is nothing really. Pray to God." Ha! And then his comment was, this is what I love. A Benedictine monk says, "They pay me virtually the highest compliment they can pay me, you see. Because people don't get it, but he did, which is, the meaning of life is to love God through Christ. That is it. You see. Well, I get it. Why doesn't the world get it? Me, I know nothing. I know nothing. I've been having this sort of discussion with an English Staffordshire man friend, very bright chap. He can read his parents' Bible and ancient Greek and so on and so forth, but he's gone Buddhist, and he was sort of telling me off of, become a more Buddhist-y or something. I don't know. Oh, please. And other people have said to me, I mean, you're so limited, whereas I've just been watching another one of these monastic films on YouTube, and the abbot of Chartreuse, la Grande Chartreuse en France. Ah bon, j'ai vécu en France, je parle français alors. Anyway, he's speaking French, but these monks live way off in the mountains, I mean, sort of isolated from the world, and they get visits from their family, I think, just once a year and such like. But basically their life is prayer, ora et, laborer. So prayer and work is a monk's life. But the Benedictine monks, this is a different monastery anyway, so the Carthusian monk, the abbot, was saying, you see, here we see the stars because there's no electric light or anything like that, no pollution, no, well, passing traffic. I mean, it's way up in the middle of nowhere, up a steep mountain track virtually. So all they see is the stars, the heavens. And it's beautiful. I lived dans les massifs centrales, autre part, mais aussi il n'y a pas de lumière. On était vraiment seul avec Dieu. Là-bas, on voit vraiment les étoiles. So anyway, chattering on in French, but you could see the Milky Way. I mean, you could just see a great, like we're in our galaxy, galaxy, black hole in the middle, and we're sort of out there somewhere, big circly thingy with masses of energy. And we're just, our sun rather, is just one tiny little star. And our planet is, the Earth, is just one tiny pimple. As a complete aside, the head of the Roman Catholic Church in England was talking about this, saying, these cosmologists, and that's sort of my background to a bit, deep space and stuff. Well, just on a scale of probabilities, there's bound to be another planet somewhere else with little green men on it. Absolute, total, utter cod's wallop. It's rubbish. This is it. God's chosen people, the Jews, the Israelites, that's it. There's nothing else. They are God's chosen people. These are the words Simeon said when he found Christ. He waited and waited and waited at the temple. When Christ went to the temple at 12 years old, he was teaching people. Christ was perfect in everything he said and everything he did. Lord, now lettest thou thy servant depart in peace, for mine eyes hath seen thy salvation, which you have prepared in the sight of all people, a light for revelation to the Gentiles, and for the glory of thy people Israel. Amen. This is it. We are the pinnacle of God's creation throughout the whole universe. There are no little green men out there. Carl Sagan, the fellow, he's gone now, I think. Very bright bloke. Well, I haven't got a clue. Nor is that head of the head of the Roman Catholics in England. I mean, he hasn't got a clue. Oh, yes, there might be other planets out there with other people. Absolute, total rubbish. It's rubbish. Now, does that make me arrogant? And thinking, me, myself, one human being is the pinnacle of God's creation? And that's not just me, obviously, that's the other, whatever it is, 7,800 and something thousand million human souls in this world now. Each one of us is precious and special in God's eye. Every single one of us has this absolutely unique, extraordinary ability to love God through Christ. Amen. All of us. You and me. This is Beethoven's Late String Quartet, number 15, which he wrote. He'd been very ill. He died at the age of 56. His dates are 1770 to 1826. And he created this, as far as I'm concerned, unique music. There's nothing to compare with this. Amen. It's so beautiful.